Hello to everyone at the end of the fourth week of this half term. And we now know from what the Prime Minister told us on Wednesday that we have a minimum of 4 more school weeks of remote learning. And then perhaps our children will be allowed to go back to school. So it's good to have some kind of roadmap going forward, and perhaps there will be a possibility of lessons in school this term, and we'll be eagerly watching that space. Remote learning has been successful, but of course, as time goes on, it's understandable that your children become bored with aspects of it. It is not like coming to school. It is not like the range of activities and clubs and trips and all the other exciting things that happen when we're in school. So it's a challenge for all our children really to engage with all aspects of their life at the moment. And we've been encouraging lots of physical activity. We've been encouraging opportunities to get away from the screen from time to time. And this is why we had on Wednesday a bit of time off in the afternoon there for especially years 7 to 9 to do their photography competition, which they seem to have enjoyed very much. And we're getting some very exciting entries for that. And then today, our lower school having their RSPB birdwatch activities. So we've been trying to come up with things that, at least from time to time, take the pupils away from their screens and give them something different to do that does not involve looking at a computer. But of course, they still have to learn. There's still a lot that needs to be got through. We can't just abandon the curriculum or change the entire timetable. So that is why essentially we're carrying on, keeping up with our remote learning, with our dedicated staff really throwing themselves into this and making sure that your children continue to get the education they need. Now, next week, of course, we have National Mental Health Week for children. It's come at a very opportune time. And so on Monday afternoon, we're also having some time off screen, and the pupils are being given a chance to think about aspects of mental health. There's nothing particularly healthy with the current way of going about things, and it's so different from ordinary life that it's not surprising that through class charts and through the parent surveys and through talking to the children, we're finding that many of them are finding things extremely challenging. And so pastoral support for pupils in this position is clearly essential. Mental Health Week next week does give us an opportunity to focus on these matters and try to address some of the possible ways that our children can be helped to get through these very difficult times. As we move into brighter days in the next few weeks, and with spring coming along, obviously the lengthening days and hopefully change in the weather help to improve things, give people more of a chance to get outside in the light, but also we need to think about the support that children need just to handle the day-to-day life of remote learning. One phrase that keeps coming to my mind throughout this period is a line from a Madness song that I suppose I first heard when I was at school. I think I was in the sixth form when it came out. The song is Baggy Trousers. I think most people know some of the lyrics. And one part of it goes, "Oh, what fun we had, but at the time it seemed so bad, trying different ways to make a difference to the days." And it's that phrase, trying different ways to make a difference to the days, that really keeps reverberating in my head, because that's what we're doing at the moment. Because of the rather monochromatic nature of remote learning, we do need to be creative in thinking up different ways to vary things, mix things up for the children, so it just doesn't seem like a sort of trek through the desert. Now, with half term coming up in 2 weeks' time, of course, this will give everybody a chance to have a break from the screens and to look back at what would have turned out to be one of the most extraordinary and challenging times in education in modern history. Hopefully nothing like this will ever need to happen again. And with hopeful news on the vaccine front, we're all looking forward to improvements in the months to come. So I hope you yourselves are keeping safe, well, and you feel your own mental health is up to the challenges of looking after your children at home in this period of remote learning. And I hope you have a pleasant weekend. Thanks for listening, and I'll be back again next week.